Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to cleaninglaunch.com. So today I want to talk about what should be in the proposal. So I'm going to give you guys a quick summary. I'm not going to show you my whole proposal. It's like 15 pages, but this is some of the things that you guys should have in the proposal, okay? So the first page should have the client company name, their address and phone number, okay? And probably an email as well. And the first page, you have your logo as well. And all the information about your company, about what your email, website, phone number, office address. If you have a home address, mention office address, okay? What else? And you must say professional proposal, your company name, all of that, okay? And date. The second page, it should be, saying thank you for allowing your company name for grant proposal and blah blah. And then you mentioned before we start and the process, okay? And then during the start, and then after the start, okay? So there's gonna be 3 different categories, okay? And then you say, we look forward to the opportunity of becoming a trusted partner and building a long-term relationship and providing long-term, consistent, high-quality cleaning services, okay? And then on that second page, you want to mention a little bit about the company, like for example, 15 years of establishment, okay? That's social proof, okay? If you've been around for a while, that people they trust you more, okay? You want to mention family owned and operated, locally operated, because if you're like franchise, don't trust us much, okay? They trust a locally owned family business, okay? Even if you're a one-man army, say family business. Like for myself, I mentioned I've been doing this for 10 years, but I haven't been doing that long, okay? And just general, okay, so I'm gonna break it down based on title, and then you guys have a filler, 2 paragraphs, okay? So the first structure should be general, okay? So for example, you type, we'll provide all the cleaning services provided, supervision, supplies, and keeping the client's facility clean and increasing the cleanliness of the facility, okay? And then we're gonna go into cost structure and estimate, okay? Guys, you don't want to just put down the total amount of money you're gonna charge, okay? Break it down, because if you skip the client a total, here's a monthly fee, they're gonna get scared, okay? And a lot of times what you guys can do to not scare the client away would be give a weekly estimate, okay? Because it's gonna look a lot smaller than the monthly estimate, but once you guys get the contract, they can't get scared off the price because you quoted them based on a weekly basis, okay? If you quoted them on a monthly basis, sometimes they can get scared, okay? Sometimes, depends, everyone's different, okay? In the cost structure, you guys wanna have break down the hours. So for example, the client needs 5 hours. Don't say you're gonna be there 5 hours, because we all know it's gonna take 3 hours, okay? But we rank up the hours a little bit more so we can compete with the other guys who are lowballing, okay? We wanna mention, okay, we're gonna charge only 30 an hour, and the estimated time per visit will be 5 hours, okay? So you times 30 times 5, okay? And that would be, let me quickly do the math, that would be 150 a visit, okay? And this would be something like a 3.5 hour job type of thing, but you want to mention estimated time 5 hours, okay? And you want to break it down, okay? So say you charge 3 an hour times 5, that's how much it's going to cost per visit, okay? And then mention some of the costs that cost you, such as the monthly restock of high quality supplies, okay? Fresh mop heads that are changed monthly, okay? That costs money. You guys should add it up, so don't think, oh, they're just giving me a random number, okay? Commercial vacuum and equipment, mentioned that this alone costs $500 per contract, okay? Staff labor hours, management cost, and supervising hours cost, okay? And also mention stuff, gas, and the vehicle they get into the site, okay? Insurance, and quick responsive customer service cost, and insurance. Some of the, because you don't want to just say this is how much we're gonna charge, peace out. They're gonna think it's all profit. So you guys gotta put what's actually costing you to get the job properly done. Because a lot of times when you're getting a renovator to renovate your house, you don't want to pick the cheapest one, but you want to get a good deal, but you want to have that assurance of, okay, this guy, it's gonna cost him this much, so I must pay a little more so the job gets properly done. And in that sentence, you want to mention there might be competitors that are gonna lowball the quote, but mention that our costs are very competitive, and anyone going lower than that will directly affect the quality and time. Okay, guys. And another sentence, another area, it's called the service schedule. Okay, so here you guys want to mention how often you're gonna go, the estimated time per visit, the frequency, and then you're gonna mention we will adapt to the holiday hours based on the client. Okay, and how we're gonna visit after office hours, because we don't want to be there when they're working, because that's gonna know them. All right, guys. So the other part will be invoicing / payment. Okay, so we mentioned all of our invoices are sent on the 1st with net 30 payment terms. We have very flexible payment methods such as checks sent directly to our mail, EFT, which is direct wire transfers, or you can pay directly from the invoice using a credit card or a bank. Okay, so very flexible, right? And the other area, supervision. Okay, so we just put down, we will take care of all the supervision, babysitting, blah blah blah. Okay, you guys can fill it up, but be professional. Okay, don't do spelling errors. Alright, now I have another section that says communication. So my company communicates emails and anything within 2 hours. So you want to mention that, because having fast communication will gain trust, because no one wants to hear back a week later. Okay, and mention how you're gonna communicate. Send all emails to our email X phone number, and there will be a janitorial communication book on site. Another thing would be, so respond every 2 hours. And another thing you guys should include as well is having a checklist for the staff to fill every time they're there. But mention that to the client, because when you have a checklist, okay, of things that are completed, that's more professional than someone just going in and getting out. Okay, so then the client knows, okay, they're actually doing this and they checked it off. Just little things, these little things, okay, guys. And then you want to mention proper sanitation practices and eco-friendly products. Okay, so mention how you sanitize the washrooms, not only clean them but sanitize them, okay, to prevent disease from spreading or sickness from spreading around the office. So mention that you guys use a spray bottle that kills germs, okay, and you guys practice different rags used in the kitchen and in the washroom, so you guys don't cross-contaminate. You guys can use this as a scarcity tactic to the client. Mention that not everyone's trained for this, and we highly train our staff for that. Okay, and mention that you guys that your company also uses eco-friendly products, and the client can pick either one, but mention that you take care of the client's health. Very important. All right, guys. And then you guys want to have a general liability insurance. So mention you have a $5 million general liability insurance and blah blah blah. Okay, our philosophy. So mention the mission. Okay, what's your goal? Do you want, mention, for example, me, my company name is committed to provide high quality commercial cleaning services that delivers the highest level of client satisfaction. We actually care about your facility's cleanliness. We go the extra mile to go cover every corner, even if it takes double the time. Even if something is not in the contract, we'll clean it anyways, because we're housekeepers with a mission to increase the overall cleanliness of your facility. Be fancy about it. Don't go too long. Keep it short but professional and right to the point. All right, next section, capacity and independent contractor. This is optional, but it mentions that the client cannot be bossing around our staff, because if they want to instruct the cleaners, they should go through me, not the staff. That's optional, okay? The other one, you guys want to have cancellation. So I do a 2-week written cancel anytime with a 2-week written notice. I recommend doing a month to month. All right, guys. So just mention that, and mention how that benefits the client. Mention how it's gonna give them a peace of mind, because they can cancel anytime if they're not happy. Okay, that will gain their trust. All right. And another thing you guys want to have is professional staff and quality work. And when you guys do this in the Microsoft Word, you guys can insert pictures. All right. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this is my. All right. Here's my proposal, and I have pictures. Like, okay, I have 3 pictures. My staff in action, and I actually bought company shirts, so that looks like they're my team and their uniform. Okay, that's gonna gain their trust, professionalism. Okay, and then mention why us. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I made like a table, and it has about 8 reasons why they should choose us instead of the competition. So I'll mention some of them to you. So insured, bonded, WSIB cover. If you guys are in the States, WSIB cover, it's like workman's insurance. It's like something required by, it just gains their trust. Okay, it means that your staff are insured. Okay, so client focused. Okay, professional staff, no contract commitments, we don't skip corners, fast communication, good reputation with happy clients and reviews, and flexible payment methods. Okay, you guys can mention strong management and all that, consistent high quality. All right, and now the scope of work. So I recently updated my proposal. Before it used to be like, washrooms, and then we would just fill up like a half a paragraph of what we would do in the washroom. But now I broke it down. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, I broke it down, so I made like a little table, and then so I made the table, so I would describe, let's say, washrooms. Okay, and then underneath I would have like a little family of table, and then I would have mop and sweep floors. Okay, and then I would have sanitize, and clean toilets, urinals, and then details such as the baseboards, all that, and then mention sanitizing the light switches, door handles, because mention sanitizing is very important. Okay, and use the scarcity tactic when you mention this. Say you want diseases to spread around the office, because if someone gets sick, the whole office gets sick, and guess what, you guys won't have a team to work the next day. Okay, scarcity tactics. Okay, and then right here, if you guys can see, hopefully, but I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, and then I break it down. So based on the amount of times you go and clean, let's say if you guys clean 3 times a week, you guys just put like a little X on those days, and what you will do in those days. Okay, and that will just keep the client a peace of mind, making them think like they're doing this, that, everything that we require. Okay, so I broke it down. This is called scope of work. Okay, so I broke it down by washrooms, office plus conference room, lunchroom plus kitchen, stairs plus hallways, entrance, and then as required cleaning. And then I mentioned inside the fridge, cleaning the ceiling vents, spider webs. Those are some of the things that are spot clean. Okay, and then I mentioned other requirements, and then I'll name some of them. Site supervision, prepare for the next day, turn off lights as per instructions, shut off, lock doors, set the alarms, review and check communication logbook, clean and organize the janitorial closet, gather supplies and equipment for the shift, and fill the cleaning checklist. Alright guys, and then last section, the agreement. So you guys want to have this signed already, and with your name, everything. So you're gonna have the company name and the representative, so your company name, okay? And the day you want to sign it, you guys can actually sign it directly using Word Microsoft. You guys just go and change the letter format, and then there's like a little signature thing, and very easy. You just put your name and change the letter format, okay? And then the same page, so this is the last page, you want to mention moving forward, and then mention please email the company name to confirm the earliest starting convenience. Please sign this and send it back, and we're ready to start anytime. Please have a entry key ready and the alarm code set. And thank you for taking your time reviewing this proposal. It means a lot to us. We're looking forward to building a long-term relationship. All right. So guys, this is a little taste. Okay. So in the program I'm making, so I want to make a shit ton of YouTube videos with a bunch of content, but I'm making a program mentioning a bunch of stuff. Okay, so every step I took to take my business 50K a month, okay, I'm making a program with that, and I'm including the proposal, everything. So guys, I'll provide as much value as possible. So book a call on my website, and let's get on the call, book a schedule that works for me and you. And I'll do my research. Put your website, I'll do my research the demand in your city, everything. All these secret tactics that I learned, like using LinkedIn, extracting the owner's email from their website, AdWords, Bing ads, Google My Business, online presence, SEO, how to close more leads. Because if you get a lead, but you don't know how to get that contract, what's the point? When I first started out, I went to so many meetings that were $3,000, $5,000 contracts, but I didn't get them because I wasn't as experienced as I am today. Okay, so that you guys can learn that right away with me, because I show you all these secrets. Like, you go into the meeting, because all the times when, like, you can, if everything's on point, but you go into the meeting and they don't gain your trust, you won't close the contract. Okay, because there's all guys that are sharks out there. Okay guys, I was competing with guys that have been doing this for 20 years, and the owner himself went to the meeting and they're pretty sharp. Okay, they're good at people. So you guys gotta compete with those guys. Okay, and at first you guys won't know like what to say much, or like yeah, you guys can go and be good, but like compared to the guy that's been doing this for 30 years, you guys will get destroyed. But anyways, I reverse engineered their process. Okay, I went to so many open house quotes where the client would have like an open house. Okay, I saw it as a waste of time, but I went anyways to see the tactics that these guys were using. Okay, and these guys were running big companies, like they own like a franchise in 2 sides of the country. Okay, and they had like 30+ employees in each side. All right, and I learned all these tricks such as giving suggestions, asking questions of what made them call today, and then responding with a solution. Okay, and then allowing the client to talk and pointing out all these suggestions that you give, and doing everything possible to improve their previous provider and how they're gonna actually trust you and not face the same headaches they dealt with, such as, you know, lack of quality. Okay, you guys want to mention that we do constant supervision, highly train our staff, ask for lots of references from our staff, and do constant supervisions to the checklist, proper management. Then another thing too would be add-on services. So for example, if the client's getting like 5 different quotes, you guys want to add value to the quote. So let's say you'll steam clean the carpets every 6 months, and that will be included with the quote. Or you'll do their windows, buff up their floors, strip and wax their floors, all these good stuff. Okay, detailed cleaning. All right guys, so book the call, and I want to be transparent. I provide as much value, and then I'm gonna offer you, if you want to get into the program, and the program on itself, it's worth $20,000+, and you guys get it for like nothing, like not even that, like you guys get it for nothing, literally, just very cheap. But this thing is a must if you guys want to celebrate the path to success, because I got to 50K a month within a 2-year span. okay? I come across so many people that have been doing this for 15, 20 years and they still haven't hit 10K a month, okay? And I'm a young guy, okay? When I go into the meeting, this is a disadvantage because I gotta gain the client's trust for professionalism, what I got to bring to the table. But if someone that was doing the exact same thing but looked a little older than me, they will have better chances, because when you look older, people gain trust. They think you've been doing this for a while, okay? And they don't want to trust this kid. But against all those odds, I was able to get to this point because I brought more to the table than my competition. Mention how all these guys are playing checkers. I play chess, okay? When all these people only rely on charging the cheapest price, like the client doesn't always care about the cheapest price, okay? When you have a mansion, okay? A lot of these companies, they have big budgets, okay? But let's say you have a mansion. You guys want to have of course a good deal, but you won't pick the cheapest one because you know you'll get a bad job if you pick the cheapest one. So you gotta communicate how you gotta be better and worth the price without lowballing, because honestly it's just such a headache. Like I go into a meeting and there's someone literally charging so low that it's not even worth the drive. But I mentioned all these things, gain the client's trust, and then they go with me even though my quote was literally double the price from the idiot that's lowballing everyone, okay? And who's the bigger idiot? The idiot that charges the least. Because if you're literally charging like 40 bucks a visit, how are you gonna make a profit? But we gotta compete with those guys, okay? We gotta adapt and be better than those. You got, like for example, when you buy a shirt, are you gonna buy the cheapest one, or are you gonna buy the brand name shirt that you actually trust? All right, these little tricks, but this little taste of everything. Right guys, so getting the call with me, I'll help you one-on-one, and I'll offer the program. That's optional, but the call is free. Take advantage of that, right? Peace.